What is up, fellow bench farmers? Welcome to your daily fantasy quickie. Alright, guys, heading into Judgment Day tomorrow. We'll put out a fast one today. Just some playoff stories, I guess, for you. Commish, how are you? Are you ready for tomorrow?
Not yet. The good thing about daily to day settings is I don't have to decide right away. Right now, I'll wait, think about it, and then make my decisions maybe late at night, before who I will add.
So today there were some great performances today as well. I'm pretty sure players who picked Jose Alvarado had a great day today. Nick Laxton also had a great performance as well today. Even if you pick Nance, I'm not sure if he's gonna play tomorrow. He had 3 blocks today. So if you needed blocks and you took a chance on him, he would have really given you some help on the blocks. But let's look into, because we don't usually show the matches, but for tomorrow's matches, it will be probably the last. I want to show you how close the battle here between commish and JC. Commish is leading it 6-3, but he only has 4 players remaining with 2 moves left. JC has, I think, 1 move left, and he will have 7 players remaining tomorrow. Look at that. Field goal. The free throw is, probably this is just 2 or 3 misses away from being tied or very close. And then the points is 14 points. Rebounds, 8 rebounds. That's easily achievable. And of course, the steals and blocks. The wild card category, steals, blocks, and turnovers. These things hard to predict, hard to prepare for, especially the turnovers. If there's a turnover involved, managers are more cautious about who to add, how to decide.
If I'm crazy, you know what I will do? But JC might watch this, but it's okay. I could just drop all my players and hope that I win field goal, free throw. I'll win turnovers, and I'll win threes already anyway. So, and then I hope nobody blocks for him, and I'll win the matchup without playing any players.
All right, so let's see who are the players here we're talking about. So JC made a great pickup early this week. That's Chris Paul. And that's the biggest pickup that he made, and he has a really good team. If you look at this team tomorrow, he'll have Chris Paul. He'll also have Harden. He'll have Ayton.
Marcus Smart.
Yeah, Marcus Smart. So these are his lineup tomorrow. Booker. It's a strong team. It's a really strong team. He had Harden, Smart, Chris Paul, Booker. He also has Drummond and Ayton. So those are solid centers already for him. Overall, he also had DeJounte Murray, who played today. Luckily for Commish, he only played 2 games. And DeMar sat out a few games as well.
I think he didn't play DeMar today, though. I'm not sure, but
because it's left in the IL plus. But that would have been big. I'm not sure. Let's see. No, I think he did. He did not. Oh, he did. He did play.
He did. He just moved him back to the. He moved him back. How did he do that? But anyway.
Yeah, how did he do that? How did he move him back to the IL?
I didn't know how he did that.
No, I think he fixed his lineup already. Maybe he fixed his lineup yesterday, so he could have done that. So that's JC's lineup, and Commish's lineup will be a valiant 4-player lineup. He will still have solid players. Conley, Dinwiddie, Kristaps, and Karl Anthony Towns. Of course, he has 2 ads left, which he wants to make sure. He's still deciding on which players to add.
Yeah. I'm happy because given Malcolm FCC, Malcolm Brogdon SGA didn't play, Brandon Clark actually didn't play 2 games, and then Baisley left today's game. So it's been really been bad so
Yeah.
far in terms of uh, in terms of injuries on my team. But luckily, the lucky part here is that Siakam has been performing well. Sengun was my big ad for the week. So he
Yeah.
has helped me a lot. Today, 27 points. And then Tyus Jones, of course.
Tyus Jones
My
was big.
hopeful...
I mean, I think
Yeah.
in 3 games he had what? Almost 30 assists. Because he had
That
2
was...
double-digit assists, and then one,
Yeah.
I think he had 6 or 7 assists in one of the games.
Only he has a game tomorrow. Only he has a game tomorrow. It will be better. I would actually prefer it that he has a game tomorrow and Conley doesn't have a game tomorrow, because Conley, well, I have to pray to the gods that a good Conley shows up tomorrow and not the 4 points to assist Conley.
Brogdon late scratch today was big. He was out of the injury report yesterday when we talked about it in the quickie, and then early this morning he was scratched off the roster or active roster. So that was a big miss, and of course Shea missing a few games and Brandon Clark missing 2 games, I think.
I thought Clark would play today. I thought that
me
was
too.
a rest because it was a back-to-back the other day. That's why I didn't drop him. I thought he was gonna play, and that would have been big. Clark steals blocks. 2 games of Clark steals blocks. That cost me also. That cost me a lot.
Yeah.
But that's how it is. It's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. The good thing is it's still close. I mean, with the lineup that JC's had, you would have expected it to be really far away already.
Yeah.
He still has Evan Mobley. He still has those guys. Really strong lineup. So we wouldn't be surprised if he comes out on top. But I'm pretty sure Commish will come out firing for tomorrow.
Let's see.
For tomorrow's game. All right, next. Who are good ads for tomorrow? Maybe we can talk about some needs thing. If you need some rebounding, what category? If you need some scoring, which players do you think should be available or should be added there?
For tomorrow?
Yeah, for tomorrow's games.
Let me see the games tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. So scoring, Torian Prince.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scoring ads. I should know this because in one of our leagues I was actually looking for scorers. So Harrell might have been dropped. There's not much scorers really here to consider, but of course I'm sure Alvarado was already picked up. So maybe Harrell. Hopefully he plays better for tomorrow. Bullock for Dallas.
Melo
also, or Monk may have been dropped. Have been dropped, so the scoring of Monk should also help. Because the Lakers had a 3-day break, so maybe people drop Monk, so we could add him back for tomorrow if he needs scoring.
And then for rebounding, Claxton
Tace,
maybe in case he's still
Claxton, Tace because Horford is out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Grant Williams also.
Yeah.
Could be. I added Kuminga for tomorrow. It's against Washington. I know he didn't have a good game the last time out, so he might be available in your leagues. So I think Kuminga is also someone to consider for rebounds and some scoring also.
Looney is another player that might
yes.
Get some rebounds. Who else? I'm just looking at some of the guys here in the list. I'm not sure if Hayes is available. Jackson Hayes, in case he wasn't added, he could be a good player for rebounds. Threes. How about threes? Or Kleber.
Because Nance might be rested for tomorrow. So yeah.
Kleber could be another player that you can add for rebounds in case he is available. For threes. Let's talk about something.
Threes. Bullock, Prince, still the two of them. Yeah. Peyton Pritchard is someone that you might not be aware of. Peyton has been playing well. Has had 11 threes this week alone. So
and
Peyton,
of course, there's probable Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are both probable, so he could get more usage here for tomorrow's games.
Damian Lee. of Golden State. These are. I'm not as confident in these guys. I'm more confident in the Torian Prince and the earlier ones we mentioned. But if you really have nobody else in your waiver wire, just somebody else to consider for 3-pointers.
Niang, in case you're in the deeper league.
Yeah.
Georges Niang, in case you're in a 16-team league, he should be available there. Torrey Craig,
yes, but
more of a rebounding, I guess.
With the Suns healthy, yeah, but it's a hard sell. But if you don't have any other option, I think he's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
it's gonna be okay already.
All right, so now let's talk about rebound, threes, points, assist. Alvarado is one, of course.
Assist. Satoransky, if he starts, or Neto, if Neto starts, whoever starts between those two should be okay for assists. Tough to find assists really in the waiver wires right now. So Alvarado and
Pat Beverly, in case he was dropped.
Yeah, Pat Peyton Pritchard again. Is another player you can look at.
So the assists harder because there's the players that could have helped you with the assists, like Tyus Jones won't have a game tomorrow, so that's not going to be an option anymore. Steals. Let's talk about some steals here. Our favorite, Tybul, of course, is a steal. Alvarado is another steal option.
Bullock.
Reggie Bullock is another steal guy in case you need it.
Nick Claxton. Torian Prince. Grant Williams. Daniel Tace is a good steals guy for a big man.
Yeah.
Gary Payton Jr. for the second. He's a Denny Avdiha. We haven't talked about Avdiha. Actually, Avdiha is going to be a good one for multiple categories. For rebounds, for steals, for assists, some assists. So, yeah, Avdiha also.
And finally, the blocks. Blackstone, I guess. The big guys.
Hayes.
Go with the big guys. Except for Tybul. I think Hayes. The big guys plus Tybul could be added there.
And from Phoenix, JaVale McGee is out tomorrow. So maybe Bismack Biyombo will get backup minutes. So I think if you really need blocks, he's someone you could consider.
If you're desperate, you want a Hail Mary and would want a nice story there. That Bismack Biyombo.
I'm playing Bismack in another league tomorrow. I don't know. I just feel good about it. I feel like they're against Philly, and Ayton can get into foul trouble versus Embiid. Never know, right? So without McGee, they would need Bismack there. So I think he's someone to consider.
In case you need across the board numbers, you talked about Avdiha. Any options? Maybe Pat Bev could be an across the board guy. Avdiha. Who else are across the board? Like there's no specific. Dwight Powell. Percentages as well.
Yeah.
Those three guys could be your option. This is just in case you are trying to catch different categories and there's really not one that you're focusing on. These guys could help you in multiple categories. Of course, the categories are usually for Avdiha, it's more of scoring, rebounding, right? Threes, a little bit of the stocks. For Pat Bev, more of the assists, some rebounds, less on the scoring, but can also give you steals and blocks. So, but the field goal might not be as good as Dwight Powell, for example. So for Dwight Powell, it's more of the field goal, the rebounding, blocks, and some scoring if you need them. So those are our options for tomorrow's Judgment Day, and for our Fantasy Benchwarmers League, that's the last, at least for the public leagues, that's the last day of our tournament. And I've looked into some of the matchups. There are some matchups that pretty much are decided already. There are some matchups that are still battling it out. And well, all we can say right at this point is good luck. I'm pretty sure tomorrow would be another exciting Judgment Day, because tomorrow is, there are only two teams playing. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to be exciting again for me. And most likely these teams will not be sleeping much as well. Are you going to sleep well tonight, Commish?
I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep because Really, my teams are in Tagalog. They're underdogs.
Yeah.
So there's not much pressure I'm feeling right now.
So you
Really.
just feel like you didn't expect to go this far with those teams or to come this close against your opponent.
In the invitationals, I lost Darren Fox, Julius Randle, and Steph Curry, and the fact that we're going into tomorrow 4-5 with the field goals up for grabs, I'm happy with it. So it is what it is. I did everything I can do, so it's up to them. I'm gonna sleep well. I think.
I on the other hand, am frustrated because I was so close. I'm so close to beating some of these teams, but it looks like I'm gonna come up short. Another one team also had Steph, and that was big because the points is just 30 points behind. I was just 30 points behind, and it looks like I'm not gonna win that because I don't have much scorers left for tomorrow's game. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for our daily fantasy cookie today. It's a Sunday. It's gonna be a fast one. We'll see you guys again tomorrow on Judgment Day. Good luck and have a good Sunday. Bye.